Hello? I think we're live. I forgot to title the stream earlier, so. Yeah, yeah. Welcome. Okay, so I just wanted to. I heard from a. Someone commented a while back that. Okay, so I'm gonna learn Dead Goon by Mr. Bungle. Trevor Dunn, Senpai, thank you. Um, someone left a reply a while back saying that the Dead Goon, like the hard, the hard riff, the hard bass line, is somewhere on Trevor Dunn's website. And I've looked at it before, but it's been a while. So let's explore that, shall we? Um, it's a cool website. We're here at trevordunn.net. Let's look around. Let's find those tabs about Trevor Dunn. All right, we got a classic legendary photo of Trevor Dunn and Mr. Bungle wearing a mask back when they wore masks. 1986, born traversing a fine line between hippies and rednecks behind the redwood curtain. First musical affinities: The Beach Boys, Cheap Trick, Kiss. You know what? A lot of my favorite bands and musicians love Kiss for some reason. I never understood it. Maybe it's because the only song I know is Rock and Roll All Night, but maybe there's something I'm missing about Kiss. Anyways, first television: Ultraman, Speed Racer. Wait, so he's a weeb? Bugs Bunny. First films: Over the Edge, The Mouse and His Child, Snoopy Come Home, Bedknobs and Broomsticks. First books: Zilpha, Keatley, Snyder's Witches of Worm, and Harriet Weaver's Beloved Was Bahamas. He's just going into like every single detail about himself right here. So he was born in 1968. How old is he? Do the math. He's old, but he's so handsome. Look at him. He's a dreamboat. 1977, began studies on clarinet. Interesting. So he started off as a clarinet player. You know what's crazy? Another one of my favorite bass players, Les Claypool, also plays the clarinet. And you know what? I've thought about playing the clarinet myself. I never learned a wind instrument. I've always liked the clarinet. I know it's not a cool instrument. Squidward plays it, or whatever, but I've always liked the sound of the clarinet. 1981, began studies on electric bass right after older brother brought home a 7-inch of Detroit Rock City. Immediately got involved in two bands, one called Full Choke and the other Gemini. Interesting, Gemini. You know, I'm a twin. I'm trying to find all these connections to Trevor Dunn that I have. 1986, the same year that Lynch's Blue Velvet and Slayer's Rain and Blood were released. Graduated from EHS. What does that stand for? Something high school. Who knows? The school's motto: pigs live in litter, loggers live in pride. Started a band called Mr. Bungle. Then got a job at Shakey's Pizza, run by born-again Christians. The marquee read, Jesus saves, we deliver. That is genius. Began classical technique studies on the contrabass. Okay, so he started playing electric bass 4 years after starting clarinet. And then 5 years later, he started Mr. Bungle. 1986, big year, by the way. That's like a lot of classic thrash metal bands like charted or something. And I believe that is when the Raging Wrath of the Easter Bunny demo was recorded. So if they started Mr. Bungle that year, then they started recording pretty quick then. That's cool. 1990, graduated from Humboldt State University after studying the likes of Harry Partch, Yanis Xenakis, Alban Berg, Igor Stravinsky, Gustav Mahler, Bach, all the cats. The cool cats like Bach. Also performed Kosievsky, Kusevitsky's, am I saying that right? Concerto for double bass with the HSO after winning the department's concerto/aria competition. So he's a very academic musician. I've known about this, but it's cool seeing all of his accolades and all those details. Yeah, and I've probably read this before. I just forgot. 1992, first Mr. Bungle recorded first Mr. Bungle record released on Warner Brothers, moved to San Francisco, and 2 months later embarked on the first MB tour of the US. At the age of 24, was one of the oldest people in the van. For the next 8 years, played lots of weddings and restaurants between tours with Mr. Bungle, learned a lot about music, playing with Kana, Goldberg, Scott, Cavi, Amendola, Greenleaf, et al. I don't know who these people are. Must be his teachers? Fellow students, maybe? And then he kind of just glosses over all the shit he did with Mr. Bungle. 2000, relocated to Brooklyn, NYC. Currently playing sporadically in several bands such as Endangered Blood, Dan Weiss's Stair Baby, Sperm Church, duo with Sanity, and various projects under the direction of John Zorn, Nova Quartet, Brian Marcella Trio, Asmodeus, also sometimes with Wendy Eisenberg, the Melvins, Chris Davis, and Oliver Steedle. Also writing music for film, Trio Convulsant. I love Trio Convulsant, though. I think is that the group Wendy Eisenberg is in? A singer-songwriter home recording project. Very looking forward to that. Mr. Dunn. And a piece for loud, amplified solo bass. Okay, so that's the homepage. We got performances. There are no upcoming tour dates. That is a lie. Mr. Bungle is playing, aren't they? Maybe he just doesn't update his website very much. Let's see what the year is down here. Copyright Trevor Dunn. We got links. No year, but we got links to his Instagram and Twitter. I already follow him on both. He replied to me once when I was learning Squeeze Me Macaroni. That's how I learned how to do it properly. Senpai has never noticed me since. Or has he? Okay, let's look at his discography. Ooh. He is very prolific, isn't he? I should listen to more of his stuff. I've just listened to Trio Convulsant and Melvins and Mr. Bungle, really. But oh yeah, Phantomus, of course. But he's done a lot of stuff. Yeah, I can't even... Okay, I gotta listen to everything by this guy. He's amazing. Okay. View all releases. Okay, I get it. You're prolific. You're amazing. Whatever. Discography. Q. Wait, just a second. I gotta drink some water. I'm feeling kind of parched. Might be getting kind of sick. I don't know. It's kind of cold today. Ah, delicious nectar. Okay. What's this? He's just done a lot of stuff. Whatever. Okay. Let's look at rumors. Maybe... Oh, this is just his blog, like blog posts. He calls it rumors. His latest post was in November 21st, 2021. Damn it. Why did it take me a year to update this thing? It's taking more than a year again. Okay. Alright, end times and such. Will I survive? Okay, he's talking about the pandemic. End times. It's always end times. I'm the queen of my domain. Is that a Seinfeld reference? Okay, I'm not gonna read all of this right now. We could visit Trevor Dunn's website yourself if you want to see his blog posts. Hermitage. But yeah, I'm not seeing the Dead Goon tabs here. Let's go to Hermitage. The more you know, the less you think you know. Winter 2021. Film. Oh, that's a film. Betty Davis Brainiac. Summer of Soul. Subida al Cielo. Black Bear. Okay. Music. Rebecca Saunders. What is... I don't understand what this section is. What is Hermitage? Hermitage. Is it stuff he does low-key? Because he's a hermit? He was just like hired to do film scores? Is that the idea? That's cool. Rebecca Saunders, Ingrid Laubrock, Meadows, Judith Berkson, Tim Dahl. Books. Did he write a book? Poems of Akhmatova. Is this just books he likes? Did he contribute to it? I know he makes these like artwork of like paper collages and stuff like that. Maybe he contributed to these projects. Poems of Akhmatova, The Mind and the Way by Ajahn Sumedho, Little Tales of Misogyny by Patricia Highsmith, Breaking and Entering by Joy Williams, Mendel's Journey, a Memoir of a Hidden Child of the Holocaust by Mariette Bermowitz. Here we go. Dead Bass Goon. This is what we're looking for. Should I just try it? I'm gonna try it real quick. I got my bass plugged in. Okay. What is this monstrosity? Okay, octaves. Can you hear that? Okay, that's cool. That is weird. I gotta figure out a good fingering. I'm guessing that's what all these numbers are here. 4 3 2 1 4 1 2 2 1 3 2 3 2 1 2. Let's see what I could do on my own first. I gotta use like my middle finger here because of the do. Alright, use my pinky? Trevor Dunn, you're nuts. Okay, so I've actually done this before, so it's not completely foreign to me. But I did start working on the rest of the song. I figured out some of that beginning, like the verse part. It's like, it's really interesting. With it. So it's like he's playing two parts at the same time. It's very like classical guitar. So it's like there's the bass line. And then there's like these like upbeats. And it's just like power chords going chromatically down. It's like... And then you just play it together and it sounds like... Wait, it's hard. Something like that. Something. I'm probably not getting the rhythm right. And then eventually like goes lower. Nobler than Oedipus. Or something. I'm probably getting the rhythm of the vocals wrong there too. But something like that. So it does that for a while. does this bullshit? It's so fucking hard. I gotta practice this. This is me practicing. Okay, that's cool. Okay, so that starting on that 5, that's where things get tricky because it's like there's that 7 and 7 on this. Okay. This is a great exercise, actually. It's like I'm moving in my fingers in such an unnatural way. Like, this is genius music. It's like, why would you move your fingers this way? It's so unnatural. Probably playing it too fast. Let's play a little slower. I just missed the string there. Oh, starts on 6. Cuckoo. Okay, let's try playing it a little faster. I think I could play it up to speed. Kind of sloppy, but I could do it. Imagine being able to sing that and play at the same time. Maybe one day. Okay. Maybe he has some things to say about he has a lot to say about it. Let's read it. Warning. Bass players only. If you are not a total bass geek, please exit this site immediately. Am I a bass geek? Is he calling me a nerd? Below you will see 2 written examples, traditional notation and tablature, of the most famous bungle bass lines ever. Really? Is this the most famous? I feel like it's... Yeah, it probably is. It's like such a out there song, because I feel like their more popular songs are like Squeeze Me Macaroni or Carousel. Or the California stuff. Like, this is a very, like, out there song. Is it even music? This bass line was written by drummer Danny Heifetz. Ahaha! No bassist in their right mind would dream it up. That makes sense. You got that right, Mr. Dunn. You will notice that it's basically 2 chromatic scales starting an octave apart, C sharp, and collapsing, one ascending, one descending to a unison F. Oh, that's what... Okay, let me try it again with that in mind. I guess he's starting on that. Not the beginning, I guess. That's not 2 bass lines going in opposite directions, but maybe this part is. Okay, that explains the weird fingering. So it's like... So it's like the stuff on the D string is going down, like... But then the stuff on the A string is going up. So it's like... Together it sounds like... That's cool. Okay, there's some logic to the madness. If you play this line on piano with one finger from each hand, you will realize what a ridiculous concoction it is, yes. On bass, however, it's not so easy. It took me a long time to figure out how to play it, and a very short time to forget it. I had to relearn it in order to teach it to a student, and now, at the behest of many bass dweebs like me, I am disclosing the secret of the dead bass goon. That's a great way to put it. Okay. Maybe he'll explain what all these numbers mean. I'm guessing it's hand positioning. In manuscript form, I have divided the line into 4 positions. By a position, I mean a 4-fret span, 1 finger per fret, 1, 2, 3, 4. Technically, the line can be played in 3 positions. The 5 notes in position 6 can be played with the other 2 notes in position 5. But I never played it this way. I found that at such a fast tempo, it was easier to play if my hand was constantly climbing upward. This also makes more sense when you realize that position 5, 6, and 8 all begin on the A string. Above each note, I've written the fingering. Okay, yeah, that's fingerings. And the Roman numerals represent what fret the position begins at. Okay, that makes sense. So this is like 3rd position. So if you're playing 4 there, that means my pinky. 3rd position. Right, that's where... Okay, that makes sense. It's like 1, 2, 3, 4. Starting at 3rd fret. Okay. So it's like 4, 2, 3, 1. Wait, I'm getting thrown off. 4, 2, 3, 1, 2. I feel like I don't have to use my middle finger here. It's just like octaves, so I'll just use like my pinky and my index. I wonder how big Trevor Dunn's fingers are. If you know what I mean. Okay, let's move to the 5th position. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, that's when you start climbing, when you do the 6th fret. So you're using the 1st finger. Wait, so he uses the 2? Does he like bar it? He uses his middle finger for both of those 7 fretted notes. And then 2, 3, 2, 1, 2. Okay, so he's not using his pinky. That's probably better. Because it's doing like... It's like kind of a... You don't really want to play fast notes with your pinky like that. So yeah, this makes more sense. 2, 3, 2, 1, 2. This is a lot more comfortable. But you have to shift your... What's that called? Like micro shifting or something? I don't know all these technical terms, but... Yeah, let's try that again. So 1, 4, 1. Okay. Okay. It's not the most comfortable to me. Maybe it makes more sense for Trevor Dunn's fingers, but I feel like this is more comfortable. Just like use different fingers. Okay, but that's like eye-opening that this was written by Danny Heifetz. I'm interested in knowing like who wrote songs. Like was it all collaborative in Mr. Bungle? It seems like it might be. If the drummer is making like bass lines, that's kind of nuts. But that's funny. That's a funny way to put it. No bassist in their right mind would dream it up. But yeah, that's pretty genius. What else does he have to say? So, oh yeah, okay. Begin on the A string. Above each note, I've written a fingering, and the Roman numerals represent what fret the position begins at. So for example, in the last measure, your 1st finger should be at the 8th fret. 8th fret. Even though the figure starts with your 2nd finger. Okay. Yeah, I got that already. Good luck, and let us never speak of this bass line again. Here we are speaking about it, but I guess Trevor Dunn doesn't have to. He just left out his website and said, fuck all. Fuck off. Okay, so that's interesting. So I've got some stuff to learn. So, okay, so we've got the intro down, kind of. That's such a weird thing to do with your hands, too. This whole song is fucking weird. Like, I was practicing this the other night, and it's like, whoa, this hurts my hands because I never put my fingers in these positions. So it's like I'm using finger muscles that I never knew existed. So I got sore pretty fast. But I guess that's the point of practicing, right? I gotta just practice more, get it more comfortable. It's not very tiring right now. I hope I'm playing it right. I use this software called Moises.ai. It's a free website. You could like isolate like the different tracks of a song. So I've been using that to like isolate the bass. And this is what I'm hearing. I use Reaper as a DAW and just like slow it down and like solo the track. Make sure I'm hitting the right notes. I'm pretty sure I'm right, but it's hard for me to tell if I'm hitting chords correctly sometimes. But this sounded right to me. It's just power chords. I like naturally want to use my pinky there, but I should get out of that. Oh, I should use my ring finger for that note. Because like shifting makes more sense if you use a different finger. Because if I'm using my middle finger for this note and then also using it for the next one, it feels kind of like weird and unnatural. It's possible, but it's like it feels more like a slide as opposed to a different note. Like if you use a different finger, it feels more like piano-like, if that makes sense. No. Yeah. Oh yeah, that's starting to feel a little more comfortable. Okay, I think I'm seeing what Trevor Dunn is saying here with the fingering. I just disagree with this stuff. This 2-2. It's like you have to bar. I don't really like that. Or do I? Like maybe Trevor Dunn is a genius. It's not that bad, actually. It doesn't feel too bad. Okay, anyways. Maybe that's enough for Dead Goon for now. Let's explore some more of this website. Let me put on the bass. For some reason I don't have my guitar stand in my room, so I'm just gonna use my chair as a guitar stand. Let me drink some water. It's important to stay hydrated. Okay. Hermitage. Okay, let's move on to the next section of the website. Copia verborum. Oh, this is an interview? Who's Brian? 2022 Brian. Hi Trevor, I hope you're doing well. I saw a pic from Twitter, I think, of a bunch of Mr. Bungle rare cassettes that possibly belong to you. This is inappropriate. I apologize, but could I possibly purchase copies or originals of any of those from you? Whether it's cassette/digital form or whatever is easiest for you. Just name the price. I understand this might be stuff you don't want anyone to hear, but if you're comfortable with it, I just thought I would ask. Or any other way I could hear them posting on YouTube, etc. We could arrange payment, etc. through email. No offense intended, sir. Thank you very much. Name my price, $4 million US. Let's arrange payment with a cash only, hand off in my terms. My guy will be in touch. Don't cross me. Oh, so I could just ask questions to Trevor Dunn. Send me a question, I'll post an answer on the whole website when I get a chance if I feel like it. Don't be dumb. Should I be dumb? Should I ask about Dead Goon? I don't have any questions for him other than, will you marry me? Will you marry me? I love you. I'm not gonna do that. Or should I? Maybe when I get to 1,000 subs. Will be my sub goal. Anyways. Copia verborum. He likes to use these, like... Is this Latin? Copia verborum. Alright, so he just has a bunch of Q&A here. That's pretty cool. He's been doing this since 2021. So this looks like he's been working on this website like during the pandemic, but he kind of forgot about it. But yeah, he's been doing stuff in 2022. It's only January 2023, so it's not too bad. Alright, so that's Trevor Dunn's website. Thanks for hanging out. I'll be working on that Dead Goon baseline, and to be honest, it doesn't seem super hard now, thanks to like these tabs. I just have to practice. To be honest, I feel like all of the changes in the song is going to be the challenging thing, because like this flow of Dead Goon is like wild. Like it feels like they're, I don't know even how to explain it. They're just weird. You know, Mr. Bungle. Did I miss anything here? Yeah, there's just Trevor Dunn has so much stuff. I gotta listen to more Trevor Dunn. I wonder if they're all on Spotify. I'd buy his records. He's my favorite bass player right now, so I want to support the artists I love. You, handsome man, will you marry me? Anyways, thanks for stopping by. I'm gonna do stuff with my life. I just had the therapy session, and it's like, oh, what am I gonna do right now? No one's home. I'm bored. I've been meaning to like look up, like, mess around on Trevor Dunn's website for a while, so I was like, let's stream it. Why not? Anyways, I'm gonna go. I started a gym membership this year. It wasn't really a New Year's resolution or anything, but just to use the hot tub, and it's been like very relaxing, very stress relieving, and it's been good for my band Platypus Egg. Our practices have been so less stressful. We're playing better because we're looser, and yeah, I'm looking forward to going to the hot tub and the steam room, and maybe exercise, but who cares about that shit? It's all about the hot tub. Anyways, I hope you all have a great day. Keep on bassin', keep on slappin', keep on fappin' and tappin'. Hail Satan, praise Trevor Dunn.